And welcome to Blackhawk TV in Baldwin Woodville High School for a non-conference boys basketball game between the Barron Golden Bears and the Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks. I'm Jeremy Nygaard, and I'm joined tonight by our cameraman Zach Ambrose and Mr. Anthony Stitt on color. Stitty, how are we doing tonight?
Doing great tonight, Jeremy. Great to be back. It's been a while since I've been up here with you guys for a game, so good to see one. Nice win for the Blackhawks coming off of Prescott last week. See if they can keep that ball rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. So the matchup tonight, like I mentioned, non-conference, we're going to have the Hawks at 14-5 hosting the Golden Bears 7-13 out of the Heart of the North Conference. So as we get later in the season, it gets to be kind of interesting because these two teams, though, are non-conference teams, are in the same region. And Barron BW has been a matchup that has happened in the past and could certainly happen again this year. The Hawks, like you mentioned, coming off a big win against Prescott, will finish probably in third in the conference, and Barron will finish, it appears, middle to bottom half of the Heart of the North. Seeding for the WIAA playoffs will be released next Sunday afternoon, and then the playoffs will begin the following week. So this is the last week of games that matter as far as seeding go, even though there are games next week that still count towards the regular season. So as we look at tonight's game, Stitty, what are you looking forward to most for the Blackhawks?
Well, obviously they had that great win against Prescott. They really switched up their D in the second half, kind of going to that. Evan did a great job of face guarding Malmlov in the second half. And it'll be interesting to see because, they ran their kind of traditional 3-2 that they've run all year. Really tried to extend that in the first half against Prescott. Prescott was able to exploit them, get out to that early first half lead. And when they made that adjustment at halftime to face guard and kind of go a little zone behind him, things really changed. Barron, I don't think, is going to be the same type of team, and it's not going to be the same type of defense that you saw, obviously, against Prescott. I would expect that we're going to see more of that 3-2 that they've come to run here in at least the second half of the season, primarily. So I'm kind of curious to see how that works out. It's always fun to see a crossover between conferences.
Right. Yeah. So in the past, when we'd get down to the end of the season, we'd have seeding meetings, and coaches from each of those teams would have to come in. And one of the things that came up a lot is how teams did against teams from the other conference, because it's at the time Bloomer was in the Heart of the North, and we would have usually 7 teams from the middle border. It would be everybody here that's in the middle border without Altoona, and it wasn't Richmond. And then it would be 7 teams from the Heart of the North, and then we would have to argue that. So this year it's a little bit different. Obviously, Altoona is in our conference, but not in our section. Not in our region. They go south, and Bloomer has moved out of the Heart of the North. But it is good to see, nice to see some crossover, because as we talked about off air, one of the criteria is is strength of schedule. So opponents' winning percentage and then opponents' winning percentage. And when you look at the team's non-conference records, it gives you a little bit of an idea how good these teams are outside of the conference. But with the Heart of the North being so big, these teams aren't even playing that many non-conference games.
No, and that's one of the things that's happened. I know that they've added Cameron to the Heart of North. They've added St. Croix Falls to the Heart of North. Kind of ironically coming out of the middle border in years past, and now they're Heart of North. But like you had said, there's so few non-conference games that these Heart of North teams are playing that it's really tough to tell. You look at a Northwestern that's what are they, 18-1?
18-1, yeah.
You look at a team like that, but they haven't played very many teams out of conference. So are they 18-1 because their conference is bad? Are they 18-1 because they're that good?
Right.
And these are games where we get to see that a little bit. It'll definitely be interesting to know. I mean, the Heart of North has had some good teams come out of there. Obviously, Cameron has been to state in the last couple of years. So there's definitely been some good teams up there. It's just tough to know year to year.
Yeah, so Northwestern, I mean, they made it to state, I want to say, 4 years ago, too.
Okay.
And then when they got there, they had a pretty rough go against, I want to say, Racine St. Kate's when they had Hunter and that crew. So what we have seen from Barron conference-wise, they lost to Amory December 8th, 46-26, and they lost to Somerset on January 13th, 47-73, and they lost to Osceola last Tuesday, 40-65. So they have not fared well against the middle border. And really, I mean, they've played a majority of their non-conference games against the middle border.
Right. So, I mean, in terms of that, if you're a Blackhawk fan tonight, you're maybe licking your chops a little bit, but hey, don't get ahead of yourself.
Right. What we're going to do now is we're going to turn over the mic to in-arena host Don Timmerman, and we'll have some information, and we'll be back for you in a little bit.
Good evening, everyone.
All right, so starting tonight for Barron, number 4, a senior, Parker Lehman. Number 12, senior, Regan Ruink. Number 20, Trey Johnson, a senior. Number 32, Caden Liberty, a senior. And number 34, Sean Holton, a freshman. Holton will jump against Eli Coonan, a senior, number 34. Also starting for the Hawks, number 32, Sean Van Zormen, a senior. Number 3, James Borkart, a junior. Number 2, Evan Clausen, a sophomore. And Colin Fritz, number 1, a junior. The opening tip possessed by Barron.
And BW had a offensive tip there. Nice job by Barron to get it. Kind of an interesting little thing here to note. I don't know if you can see it at home, but we've got an official here tonight that used to be your ex-teammate here at BW, and we've got a former Barron head coach as another official. So both sides are covered. If fans don't like a call, well, you got one of your own to yell at.
Yep, and Logan and Nick do a lot of games together.
Yes, and we should point out, too, that they are both excellent officials.
Correct. Usually joined by Sean Van Zomeren from the baseline, and that'll start the scoring for the Hawks. Usually joined by Tim Whitaker, and that is not Tim Whitaker with them.
And we do see BW starting out in that 3-2. And again, you did see a little bit of this in that first half against Prescott. They're extending more out of that 3-2 than they were earlier on in the year.
A little short on that shot was Johnson, but Barron will possess.
Good ball movement. If you're Barron, you're happy with the shot that you got.
Johnson again for three, and that one is good. The Golden Bears now lead 3-2.
Even happier with that shot.
Stats not available for Barron on Wiz Sports, so we are going off what we see. Obviously, it's another basket there by Sean Van Zomeren.
An excellent find. And good job by Sean just finding a hole. Great pass there by Clausen.
These seniors were freshmen the last year I coached, and Caden the Liberty was a very good player for Barron as a freshman, so I'd anticipate that he's probably still a pretty good player. His brother was a junior Carter when that season ended for Barron on this floor in the WIA playoffs.
And he is definitely a physically put together kid there. I'm guessing he didn't look like that as a freshman.
He didn't look just like that, but he looked put together as a freshman. No, he was a strong player that gave us some issues in the regular season. We didn't know who he was. We kind of figured out in a hurry. We knew who he was because we scrimmaged against him. But he's been put together for the last 4 years. Missed shot there, rebounded by the Hawks. Got Van Zomeren again. He's going to kick out, driving Fritz. It's deflected. Sean is still at the short corner and unchecked. But the focus, and rightfully so, is on Eli Coonan in the post. He's not going to get a lot of easy looks. Fritz for three. Good. Hawks 7, Barron 3.
And a nice job of BW that time, kind of passing through that 2-3 zone that Barron's playing.
Ball goes through the hands of Lehman and out of bounds. Adam Worth, a sophomore, checks in for Lehman. Fritz long on that attempt. Clausen Van Zomeren on the baseline, and that one is good, and Sean's got an early 6. I thought it was the number. He switched the number after some blood last week. Had a really, really good second half, but he's back to his normal 32, and he's got 6 quick first half points.
Must not be the number.
Well, Liberty from deep, and that's good. They called that a 2?
They announced
A 3, that's...
They announced 3. I think they'll change it on the scoreboard.
And a turnover by the Hawks. It's going to be Barron ball. Scoreboard still says 9-5. Yep, 3-pointer. So 9-6. Here, 4 and a little bit and change over. We've started 18-minute halves here in high school basketball. for Liberty again from the corner. That one's off the front of the rim and off of the support. It's going to be Blackhawks ball. We're going to get a timeout on the floor, which is going to give us an opportunity to thank all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV. Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, Timmerman Realty, CW Garage Door Distribution, Whitecap Financial Advisors, First Bank of Baldwin, Fenner & Jewelers, Phoenix Grill, Baldwin Lightstream, Nielsen's Foods, Hilltop Pizza Planet, Precision Truck Service, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Precision Excavating Enterprises, Black Hawk Garage Door, Schaefer Financial Services, Culvers of Baldwin, Baldwin Greenhouse, St. Croix Garage Door, Wisconsin Credit Union, TMS Auto, Firehelm Langer, Western Wisconsin Health Village Pharmacy, Pete's Construction, O'Connell Funeral Homes, Next Level Events by 22 Farms, Marco Septic, Flagship Ford, Independent Insurance Option with Charlotte Heimer, and Auto Appeal. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Well, we've seen both teams here come out, start zone, and both teams knock down some perimeter shots to get things going. Barron's got 2 threes already, and they're going to extend that out.
Still a double on Eli, which makes sense. Fritz for 3, good. His second 3 of the night. Hawks have 12. They double up Barron right now. Fritz was 6. Van Zomer was 6.
And something you like to see from BW. There's a lot of times that Colin, is always a pass-first guy. When he starts knocking down those perimeter shots, they are really tough to defend.
Yeah, Colin does not. The Liberty there in the paint, no good. Colin doesn't typically look for his own shot, so he's going to have to start doing some more of that, I think, as he progresses into a senior year.
Yes, and you really started to see it, in the Prescott game. He hit a couple of threes right away.
Clausen off on that three-point attempt, and Barron possesses. Turnaround, no good there by Worth, and that's going to go out of bounds, but stay here, Barron ball. Reese Guthrie making his first appearance. Senior off the bench, averages a little over 3 points a game, and Eli Kunin's going to find himself getting an early break.
Yeah, really early to see Eli go out.
Holton, the freshman for Barron. The only non-senior in the starting lineup. And we're going to have our first foul of the game at the 12-minute mark. And that is on Reese Guthrie.
Come into the game, get your name in the book right away.
Yep. 3 from Verwink is good, and that is the 3rd basket outside of the arc by Barron. They have all of their points, by the way, of the three-point shot.
And really just kind of a fall asleep there on BW on the out-of-bounds play, not even guarded.
Zomer follows his own miss, 2-point basket. He's now got a game-high 8 points. That 3 rims out. Fritz with the board and will push it up himself. Zomer with 2 shots at the basket, neither good. That ball is going to be saved twice. Guthrie possesses.
Good hustle play there by Van Zomeren, keeping it in play.
Guthrie too hard off the backboard, rebounded by Worth.
That was good ball movement, though. Everything went well. Sometimes you don't make the shot.
And now Worth from 3, and he knocks it down. That's 4 different Barron players now with threes. Lead is cut to 2, and we're going to get a short timeout and a word from our sponsors. Since 1935, Baldwin Greenhouse has been serving Baldwin and the surrounding area by offering the freshest flowers, plants, and gifts for any occasion. Some of the flowers and many of the plants are grown right on site. They'd love to help with anything you need. Give them a call at 715-684-2104 or visit online at baldwingreenhouse.com. The freshest ingredients we can get, cooked to your preferences and served in an atmosphere that welcomes you if you're in your best clothes or your oldest t-shirt. We want you to come back to real food. Come to the Phoenix Grill. It's all here. Are you? Members of Wisconsin Credit Union can access account information and take care of most everyday banking needs via Wisconsin Online, the mobile app, and text banking. Immediate access to your Wisconsin accounts is also available 24 hours a day via touch-tone phone. Visit them at wisconsincu.org to learn more.
Well, so it's the three-point shooting at Barron. I guess the question that we're going to be watching here from a BW standpoint is how long are they going to stay in this zone?
Right.
Because most of their threes have really not even been contested.
And we've seen that from the Blackhawks before, but it's typically been the elite players, the Braden Bradways, the Jordan Malmlovs that are getting a lot of open looks. And we've adjusted by being able to focus on those players. Ooh, Eli kind of turns an ankle there, but appears to be okay. Threw it out of bounds. It's going to be Barron ball.
He does. I hope he just slipped there, and that's what it looks like. He's walking fine right now. Looks like he just lost his balance.
Need to have the kids underneath with the little flat mop. Wipe up the sweat.
Surprised we don't have those here.
Kids would definitely do it.
I think they would.
Three is off, and Fritz rebounds. Colin will pass off to Evan, who fires it ahead to Ethan Ferndenzer, and the goalie lets that one through the mitts, and the ball goes out of bounds. Another three, and it's good.
And not just a three, but an open three.
An open three by Regan Bruink. He's got 6 to lead the team. Barron with 5 threes so far.
And it was similar to what we saw out of BW in the first half defensively against Prescott. It looked like they were extending so high out to get to Malmlov that they were giving up some of those gaps. I'm not sure that there's somebody on Barron's team that you need to extend out like that, but they're still coming way out of that 3-2.
Well, they got 4 different guys that are capable of knocking it down from the perimeter.
As we've seen tonight.
Maybe they have to be extended, and we just need to extend horizontally too.
That could be. But even right there, you see how high up Ferndenzer is in that zone. I mean, he was nearly to half court.
Right. The Liberty too close. He misses that one. Oh, good pass into Eli. He's going to get fouled on the floor. And that foul is on Worth, his first. Holton getting ready to check back in.
Both teams now with 1 foul. And honestly, it's been a pretty clean game. I mean, they're both in a zone. Neither team is really reachy or handsy.
Coonan gets in the book with a 2-pointer. Eli is the leading scorer and rebounder for the Hawks. 18.8 points per game, 10.5 rebounds per game. The old 3-2 does make it a little hard to get to the corners.
It does. You really ask a lot of those bottom guys. That should be a travel.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, you can't leave the floor with the ball and then come down with it, or in that case, do what he did. Not legal. Sean Manzorma back in the game for Colin Fritz. Blackhawks with a 1-point lead here. Just under 8 minutes left in half number 1. Ferndenzer dribbles into a mess. Sean passes it out to Evan. And another one past the goalie, but Claire Steen is in the back of the net there. Another Hawk turnover. Neither Coach Hall nor Coach Benoit enjoy that. And a 2-point basket happens.
So Barron can shoot it too.
Vrewink with that one. He's got 8.
Took us 11 minutes to get one, but they got one.
Ferndenzer says, I'll take a bank 3. No good. Rebounded by Lehman. Hawks on the road tomorrow, heading to the Rice Lake to play the Orr brother-led Warriors. The Liberty no good. Kuden with the board.
Nice little move there by the Liberty. Just, again, from Barron's side, couldn't get it to fall.
Sean with a corner 2. No good. Caden Liberty goes up and gets that one.
What would you say the percentage of shots that Sean Van Zomeren takes are those corner 2s? Well, he's got to be up around 70%, isn't it?
Oh, and that one's good from number 20, Trey Johnson. Yeah, I would guess 70% is probably pretty accurate. If he's making them even higher, because he tends to find his own rebound on those quite frequently. And that's going to be a foul on Van Zomeren. And if you believe in momentum, it is definitely on Barron's side right now.
Absolutely. A few sloppy passes here, a few non-catches. A lot of unforced turnovers here on offense by BW. Barron has taken advantage. And after hitting 5 threes to start the game, now have hit 2 2s in a row. Make that 3.
That 3, that's Trey Johnson. He's got 7, and Barron's up to a 5-point lead.
And we didn't have a point guard there for a second.
James Borkhardt set to check back in for the Hawks. Fritz from deep. No good. Liberty board and up to Johnson. Looking for a transition basket, and they are not going to get it. But they are going to get a steal and a 3. And I don't know about you, but I love what he just did.
You like the attempt, yeah.
I love it.
I mean, there's 2 schools of thought there. You wait for your teammates, or, hey, you're open already, jack it up.
Yep, and if that ball goes in, Sean Van Zomeren corner 2 is good. He's got 10. If that shot goes in, you've just created even more momentum in your direction.
Yeah. Now after the play, there was a little shove there. Sean's got to keep his head here.
The Liberty 3, no good. So Sean did the shoving, you're saying?
Whether it was retaliatory or not, he did.
Fritz for 3, good. His
Not
third,
enough that warranted a foul, but
and we have a tie, 21-21, 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the half. Liberty from 3, offside rim. He's going to chase it down on his own, attack, get Eli up in the air, but Eli with a piece of it because Eli is 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan, and that's what happens.
It is, and you know, I know that if you're from Barron, you're looking for a call there. Liberty initiated the contact and then just kind of tried to go up. Eli actually completely stayed off him, it looked like, from our vantage point on the shot.
Fritz to Ferndenzer, who takes a long 2, and he's not Sean. Speaking of Sean Van Zomeren, corner 2's long, but he's going to board it himself. Eli hard off the glass, rebound by Barron.
And Barron will come down, run a little offense.
I told Sean on every time he takes a corner 2 and it goes long, should have taken the 3. And even the ones that don't go long.
Well, that was kind of the Rick Pitino theory back in the early 90s when the 3 just came in was, why aren't we taking more 3s? Obviously, you've seen that permeate all of basketball now.
Yep. The reason that we weren't taking more 3s when I played for you as a freshman is because the 3-point line only existed on like half of the court.
It was the out-of-bounds line in the Old North Gym.
The Liberty from deep, good. 3-point lead by Barron. The Liberty's got 6, and Barron as a team with 6 made 3-point field goals. Not a single free throw has yet to be taken tonight. And Eli for 2, 24-23 as we approach a minute and a half remaining in half number 1.
And with how much they're doubling him down on the block, I think he's really got to make his living tonight up at the high post and do exactly what you just saw there.
Fast moving first half. Liberty corner 3, good. He's got 9. Golden Bears up 4. Barron with 7 made 3s. Sean from the corner, good. He's got 12. And after struggling from the corner a little bit more this year than he did last year, he's starting to find his groove. And if you're going to do it at some point in the season, doing it in the middle of February is a good time to figure it out. 3 is long by Lehman.
And we have not had a stoppage of play in, it feels like 10 minutes, but it's probably 5 minutes of game time. There have been guys sitting at the scorer's table waiting to come in.
Yeah, because I said James was going to check in. Oh, we got one. James was going to check in probably about 5 minutes ago. Good for Parker Lehman, his first, team second. Makes for a fast-moving half.
It has, and only 4 total fouls, 2 on each team.
I mean, the Timberwolves are playing the new look Mavs tonight. Maybe these officials just want to get home.
I'm sure that's what they're thinking.
Yeah. Someone's got to do it. It might as well be James. Nope, it's going to be Sean from the corner, and it is no good. So we're going to end half number 1. Barron Golden Bears 27, Baldwin Go Blackhawks 25. We're going to shut the mics off for a little bit. We will be with you to cover half number 2. So we will see you in a few minutes. All right, before we get into half number 2, I got to read a couple ads since we didn't have a lot of time in half number 1. Whether we're cooking the perfect butter burger to order or scooping up our freshest batch of the flavor of the day, we work hard to ensure you will always leave happy. We know you have a lot to do and many options to choose from, so we appreciate when you take the time to visit Culver's of Baldwin. The market is changing. Take advantage of our combined 30-plus years of experience to guide you through it. Call Don at 715-684-9541 or Andrew at 715-928-0410 of Tierman Realtors for all your realty needs. Flagship Ford is your source for new and used Ford cars, trucks, SUVs, parts, service, and more in the Baldwin area. Our goal is to provide the best possible experience to our customers and make sure your car buying experience is second to none. We are conveniently located at 850 Fern Drive in Baldwin. Now, getting back to the second half action, just a quick recap of half number 1. We have for Barron, Worth with 3 points and a foul, Lehman with a foul, Bruink with 8 points, Johnson with 7 points, Liberty with 9 points. For the Hawks, Fritz with 9, Guthrie with a foul, Sean Manzomer with 1 foul and 12 points, and Eli Kuna with 4 points. Stiddy, what is your what do you got to say about half number 1?
Very low energy. Today was a day, I know here we did not have school today. A lot of times on days when you don't have school, you got to kind of drum up some energy. The stands are kind of dead. The game just seemed kind of dead. It just seemed like a very low energy, slow, lethargic game.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I had nothing to add to that.
Yeah. You hope that they can generate some energy here in the second half. Compared to how it was against Prescott, it's just, and this will happen.
Yeah.
You play this many games in a year, you're not going to be able to bring it every single night.
And it's pretty evident there when Bruink just takes it from Eli Kunin.
Right.
Holton was the only, I believe no, he's not the only starter with all 3, but he was going to try to make that right by becoming the 5th Golden Bear with the 3 tonight. Sean Manzomer, corner 2. Good. He's got 14.
Right, and even, I mean, right there, you've seen a lot of jump shots. You've seen a lot of, and you know that Coach Benoit saw the exact same thing because what are we in now?
We are playing man-to-man finally, and it's Eli Kunin with his hands in a steal. Fritz up the court, finds Borkhardt, blocked but fouled by Lehman, his second, team's first.
And I think up here we fully expected to see BW come out man because of that lack of energy. Just to see guys get up and move and play hard. There was a lot of standing around in that zone, a lot of watching guys take those easy threes.
Borkhardt, good on the game's first free throw attempt.
And as a coach, that's one of the only things that you can do is switch up a defense to try and get guys to move. Do something.
Borkhardt good again, 2 for 2 from the line. I'd get in like some full court pressure myself because I like it.
Yeah.
To speed up the tempo of the game. Make it a higher possession game. If I feel like my team is the more skilled team, let's have more possessions. The Liberty in the corner guarded by Clausen. Clausen just held Jordan Malmlov to 2 second-half points, I believe it was, against Prescott. Malmlov averages north of 20. He's going to flirt with 2,000 on his career. Holton drives no good. He will get his own board. Kick out. Johnson from deep. That one's no good. Good battle from the young freshman Holton, but he's going to have a whistle there after kind of popping Eli in the face.
It was, and nice battle, like you said, by Holton. And yeah, as a freshman, he's another kid that definitely got a solid build to him.
Eli too good. He's got 6. And the Hawks lead by 4, 31-27.
And you heard immediately when he touched the ball, Barron coach is yelling to double the ball. Got there a little late, and Eli played through it anyway.
Borkhardt there trying to take a charge, and it wasn't a charge. And La Liberty gets an and one.
No, and I thought absolutely the right call. Did not look like he had beat him there to the spot, nor enough contact there to warrant a charge.
Just going to try to watch that on the replay.
And again, it's even in the gym. You hear the Barron bench is yelling out for, they're getting tip passes. They still kind of have that energy level up there, which we saw in the first half as a team that's an admitted underdog. They're playing hard.
Clausen there with a quick basket off a baseline out of bounds play. Hawks lead back up to 4. Shots for 2, no good. And Lehman's going to get called for his 3rd foul there, going for that rebound. Having coached against Barron now, obviously under the guidance of Coach, I believe it's pronounced Moth. Would you pronounce that Moth?
Either Moth or Mothy, I'm not sure.
I got to coach against Coach Bumgard, who always was full of energy, had lots and lots of energy. His guys always played extremely hard, and as a coach, sometimes you'd look down across the way, and Fritz for 3, good, his 4th of the night. Sometimes you'd look down at the other coach, and you'd know that you could maybe steal some points from the other coach. And with Coach Baumgart, I always looked across and thought, that ain't happening tonight.
Right.
I'm going to have to bring my A game. So we got a timeout on the floor. I'm going to give you some more advertisements here. Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar at 780 Cedar Street in Baldwin offers something for everyone. If you're interested in the competition camaraderie of a team, come join one of the bowling leagues offering men, women, couples, seniors, and youth leagues that run from September through April. Reserve an open bowling time for family, friends, work, or birthday parties. When you get hungry or thirsty from all the bowling fun or while watching the big games on the mini big screen TVs, Striker Sports Bar is sure to satisfy. Check out our menu and weekly food and drink specials at StrikersLanes.com.
And moving forward here, that was some of the best ball movement we've seen out of BW against that 2-3. And like we talked about earlier, BW is going to see some more of that 2-3 as they move through the tournament series. Fritz right now has 12 points, has hit down some nice perimeter shots. If he's doing that, again, they're going to be tough to beat.
Right, he's got all 12 points on three-pointers. We got a second foul here on James. Second and team second. So a few more whistles here in half number 2. Johnson at the free throw line. Barron 0 for 2 from the stripe.
And a few more fouls, but you felt the intensity pick up a little bit here in the second half. It's less guys just standing around and guys starting to do things.
And good on the second, which gives him 8 on the night.
Both teams seemed very content shooting long perimeter shots in the first half.
Zomer not the corner, but still the baseline. He's got 16 on 8 two-point field goals. I think the Van Zomeren clan is light, as I believe his parents are vacationing somewhere warmer than here. I don't blame him.
No, not at all.
The Liberty, good take, reverse. Almost goes in. You don't see a lot of reverse layups that don't use the backboard, and that was one that almost went in. Fritzy's going to pass on 3. Baseline 2 for Sean, no good.
And Sean was actually behind the backboard on that shot. I don't know if you saw that, but
yeah, he was behind the level of the backboard on a number of his shots. One of them actually hit the side of the backboard and still deflected and hit the rim, but the degree of difficulty on these shots is not low.
No, it's more of a horse shot. You know, you're taking in a game of horse or a game of pig than
Right.
you are in a varsity basketball game.
He didn't even think. He didn't even look.
So remember that, people watching, if you are playing him horse, not to go behind the backboard.
Nah, that's my specialty, so I'm still doing it. Except mine aren't like game legal shots. They're all below the baseline. Eli says, not today. But lacked a Matumbo finger wave.
Well, and you know my thoughts on that. Great block. Hey, keep it in place. You can go get it.
Right. Eli, you're going to go to the free throw line. We're going to get a foul on Worth, his second. Eli Coonan finds himself at the free throw line pretty frequently, shooting 59% on the season.
In and out.
As Coach Kiefer pointed out, the arc on his free throws, not great. Coonan good there. Update from Ambrose, from his Prescott friend. Jordan Malmlov in the first half against River Falls tonight. He got 30.
Well, you know, Evan Clausen isn't guarding him tonight, so.
Yeah, but Zach doesn't typically let that happen either.
No.
Jordan told me after the game he's just getting tired of getting boxing one. So maybe that's not happening tonight in River Falls High School.
We'll see if it happens in the second half.
It probably should.
And a really nice job there again, you know, by the aforementioned Clausen of stopping the drive, and a nice little move rimmed out by Adam Worth.
I think the belief is when you have the length that we have and you want to play a zone, that the length is just going to impact people, because Sean, corner two, no good. But our length is far more bothersome here in the man-to-man. Right? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would. You know, some of the issues with that, playing all game, we have a relatively light bench. I know that Coach Benoit is very cognizant of that, knows that we're not deep, especially in some positions. And so,
good.
and so you play a little bit more of that zone to try and protect guys too from foul trouble. You try and do it to extend their endurance, knowing that you have to play a little bit harder to play man.
And Johnson's second one's good. So after missing his first, he's now made 3 straight. He's got 10 on the game. He joins teammate Caden Liberty with double figures here. He's going to get a break. Reese Guthrie back in for the Hawks. Good pass by Evan Clausen. Eli Coonan good. He's got 9 on the night.
Yep, really nice breakdown. Made it easy for Eli. And I thought he traveled.
It's a tough take.
Apparently he didn't.
Contested catchmaster Colin Fritz typically does that on Friday nights.
Yeah, a little more of a football move there. You've seen Barron start to get a little more aggressive going after the ball.
Well, as the lead's been pushed to 11, I think you got to start doing something. Colin from deep, 3 short. He's got 4, and when you have 4 threes, you got to take the 5th, right?
Well, yeah, and
Get a hold here.
and BW had moved the ball around. It's not a hey, I'm coming down, jacking it up. They'd moved the ball around.
New player here for the Hawks tonight, number 14, sophomore Gavin Weatherly checks in for Sean Van Zomer. Gavin is new to the school district this year and plays a lot of JV. Johnson wide open three, long. Coonan rebounds.
Yeah, more of a guard. He can shoot the ball a little bit.
Yeah, he's an excellent shooter when he has an opportunity. Good look from Guthrie to Coonan, and now Coonan's got 5 field goals. He's at 11, third Hawk in double figures.
And a really nice high-low game there. Got him down that short corner. Good pass by Guthrie. Good finish by Eli.
Shout out to Eli, who officiated 6 youth games for me on Saturday.
And how did the Hawks do on Saturday?
8th grade won 1 out of 3. 7th grade won 2 out of 3. I don't know. I was watching less and doing more cooking of pizzas and running things around, keeping myself busy. 6th and 5th grade tournaments at the high school in Greenfield this weekend. If people are looking to watch some basketball, plenty of it. The boys will be heading to Northwestern Saturday, so that's a little bit longer than the trip here.
Yes, it is. And we have a couple of teams at both 5th and 6th. Is that correct?
2 6th grade teams, I believe just 1 5th grade team.
Okay.
We had 2 7th grade teams. Did we have 2 7th? Yeah, 2 7th grade teams, and to be honest, I'm not sure how they both did. Like I said, I was
cooking pizza.
Yep. La Liberty with a difficult shot. He's got 13 on the night. 45-34. Guthrie kicks it out. Borkhardt pull up good. James with his first field goal. He's got 4.
Yeah, nice aggressive play by James.
There's still going to be a time, and maybe it'll be next year, where Liberty good take. He's going to get fouled. There's going to be a time where James, that falls on Evan, his first, where James is going to come down and he's going to hit a 3, and then he's going to come down next possession. He's going to hit another 3, and he's just going to really catch fire, I think. I don't know if it's going to be yet this year, but his shot's too good to not be making more shots.
And nice defensive job there and getting the rebound. He is a kid that, watching throughout the course of this year, has just gotten phenomenally better.
Fritz for 3 off the front of the rim.
Really nice pass there by La Liberty. He's really a nice player.
Absolutely. Hey, we got our first full time out of the game, which is going to allow me to tell you all about Precision Truck Service, a full-service heavy truck and trailer repair shop located in Baldwin, and offering all types of general repair for heavy truck and trailer, diesel, mobile service, alignments, computer diagnostics, welding, fabrication, and sandblasting. As a Michelin heavy truck tire dealer, we offer best in pricing on Michelin, BFG, and Uniroyal tire brands, balancing and installation. Give us a call at 715-760-0768 or stop in. We're located conveniently on the north side of Baldwin under the water tower. Firehelm Langer is a CPA firm with offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, and River Falls. At Firehelm Langer, our clients are our top priority. We offer the skills and expertise of a large CPA firm combined with the personal attention and responsiveness of a smaller firm. When you partner with us, we take the time to get to know you, understand your goals, and build a lasting professional relationship. We invite you to turn to us at Firehelm Langer for bookkeeping services, payroll services, financial projections, tax preparation, tax planning, and all of your accounting and tax needs. Nielsen's Foods has been serving communities since 1903. We offer full-service caribou coffee, bakery, deli, and meat departments. We pride ourselves with our award-winning Nielsen's Market Meats and our friendly staff. Nielsen's vision is to build a strong family of customers and employees by delivering superior service to our customers, offering employee growth opportunities, reinvesting in our stores, and serving in our communities.
And in for the Blackhawks, we have Clausen, Weatherly, Borkart. We have Fritz. And we have Guthrie.
Three is long there by Borkart.
It was nice ball movement. And BW has stuck with this man-to-man the entire second half.
And as a result, seen a tie game become an 11-point game.
Right. Well, you could just feel it. You could feel the intensity level pick up when they switched that. The entire first half, Barron really just played with more energy than BW, and they needed a shot.
Borkart overshoots Clausen, and we're going to get Eli Kunin and Sean Van Zomeren in for Guthrie and Weatherly.
So some nice minutes there. 6 minutes left. We'll assume probably that these five will ride it out. Really nice take there by Ruing against the taller Clausen. Able to get that shot up.
Borkart, three, good. I told you it was going to happen. At some point it had to happen.
Hey, they needed it, and they got it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Well, I mean, you switched it up a little bit. Kunin with the steal. And the Liberty playing some free safety there. Steals it right back. Good move. Should have used the backboard.
Yeah, and with as hard as I thought Barron has played, there's looking like there's a lot of tired guys on that maroon side.
Hey, sometimes you just got to speak things into existence.
Back to back, I believe you said.
St. Croix Garage Doors provides Western Wisconsin with top quality garage door sales, service, and installation. We proudly serve Baldwin, Woodville, Hudson, Richmond, River Falls, Stillwater, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Give Brian a call today at 715-781-8989 for a quote, install, or service. Aflac Supplemental Insurance is not health insurance, but a supplement to your current coverage. Help get those high deductibles and copays covered by Aflac. Aflac pays you, the policyholder, and you are free to use the claim money for the costs not covered by insurance. Call Charlotte Heimer at 715-781-1762. Precision Excavating Enterprises is a full-service excavating, grading, and trucking contractor located in Baldwin, offering all types of residential and commercial earth-moving, septic systems, demolition, landscaping, driveways, and building sites. Our trucking division offers dump truck, grain hopper, and flatbed hauling services, sand, gravel, fill delivery, serving the Baldwin and surrounding western Wisconsin areas. Give us a call today at 715-760-0768 for free estimates. Hawks now lead 53-38. Back-to-back threes by James Borkart.
And you were right, you called it. I believe you said maybe next year, but it happened tonight.
I just said it's going to happen at some point. I don't know if it's going to be this year, next year, but he was going to catch fire. because he's too good of a shooter to not be making more shots.
And I think Barron needed that timeout just to even get their guys a break. Running a little flex.
That's going to be foul on James's third. So his last three gave him 10, now the fourth Hawk in double figures. Colin Fritz with the steal. Offworth. Smart play.
Yep, and Barron's going to extend a little here. It's like we got a little 1-2-2.
That's a poor decision.
Immediately pays dividends.
The Liberty from three, no good. Clausen rebounds. If James isn't calling for it, something ain't right. Yeah, he called for it. He gave one ball call. You know, Sean's thinking corner shot.
And Barron's trying to extend and trap out of their 2-3. They're trying to extend their top two guys, trap. When it goes to the middle of the floor.
Do it, James. Sean McGoldman.
Yeah, when they're going to extend like that, you can get some ball movement, get a reversal, get a nice layup like BW just did.
Shawnee's got 20 on the evening.
And I believe 18 from the baseline of those 20.
I wouldn't doubt that for a second. Where'd the other two come from?
I don't know. I just figure there's got to be another two in there somewhere.
All right, what do we got here?
We got Barron going man, switching it up.
So a little high-low.
Little trapping man.
Let's set it down screen. Here we go. Oh, Eli on the move and two. It's good. He's got 13. Hawks up 19. And we're going to get a little senior action here.
Yep.
Shawnee on the reverse, and that's good.
Really nice spin. And you really saw when Barron went man, they just weren't able to keep up.
Need a place to stop after the game? Look no further than Hilltop Pizza Planet, located at 2508 Highway 12 in Woodville. In the kitchen that stays open until closing time, they've got your cravings covered, whether it's a pizza, burger, or hoagie. What's even better, mention Blackhawk TV after any sporting event and get 20% off your entire bill. Sound too good to be true? Stop in today to get this deal before it's too late. I want to thank all of our sponsors one final time here tonight. Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, Timmerman Realty, CW Garage Door Distribution, Whitecap Financial Advisors, First Bank of Baldwin, which is now Pillar Bank, Fenner & Jewelers, Phoenix Grill, Baldwin Lightstream, Nielsen's Foods, Hilltop Pizza Planet, Precision Truck Services, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Precision Excavating Enterprises, Blackhawk Garage Door, Schaefer Financial Services, Culvers of Baldwin, Baldwin Greenhouse, St. Croix Garage Door, Wisconsin Credit Union, TMS Auto, Firehelm Langer, Western Wisconsin Health, Village Pharmacy, Pete's Construction, O'Connell Funeral Homes, Next Level Events by 22 Farms, Marco Septic, Flagship Ford, Independent Insurance Options with Charlotte Heimer, and Auto Appeal. Thank you to all of our sponsors. 21-point lead, 1 minute 48 seconds left. We have a new wave of Blackhawks in. We've seen Ethan Ferndenzer, we've seen Reese Guthrie, we've seen Gavin Weatherly. New to the lineup is senior Landon Feedy, number 33. He's down at the bottom of your screen. And Maddox Mahoney, a junior, number 24. You can pick him out because he's got a beard. There we go, Lando.
And Feedy with the rebound, so he gets himself a stat.
Now what Landon needs to do, though, is shoot a 3 when he touches it. Don't think, Landon, just shoot.
You know, Landon's a team player, though. He's going to work it around. He's not just going to jack it up just because he can.
He should. And Bruink with a 2. He's now got 12.
Barron going to bring some subs in now as well.
So Drew Shep's 30. Jack Nehart 14. Daniel Edwards, number 10. Miss anybody?
Brett McDonough, number 3.
Brett McDonough, number 3. Ethan Ferndenzer for 2, no good. And that's Worth with the 2. He's got 5 on the night.
Nice strong take there. And BW looks like they are going to dribble it out.
Another game that Landon doesn't get to shoot a 3. Everybody wants him to. He says no. No. I won't do it. All right, so the Blackhawks are victorious after a slow start. They close strong, and it's Blackhawks 59, Barron 42. Coach Stitt, you got anything to add tonight?
You know, not much. A good second half. They really needed that after that first half was just, as we said at halftime, lethargic. Was probably the best way to describe it. They came out, they played man, they played hard in the second half. Barron, I thought, was a game opponent. They just kind of ran out of steam.
Absolutely. Blackhawks hit the road tomorrow. They'll go to Rice Lake for a non-conference game. We'll be back here on Blackhawk TV tomorrow as the girls host the St. Croix Central Panthers in a always fun rivalry game. For Anthony Stitt and Zach Ambrose, I'm Jeremy Nygaard. We're going to sign off. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you soon.